Hi there. Today I'm going to be talking through a lesson plan for immigration political cartoon analysis. I will start by saying that students should have some background knowledge in immigration in the 1800s prior to this lesson. Specifically, they will need to know about Chinese and Irish immigration. And I do have a content video found on my YouTube if you are looking for a way to teach that to students. I have guided notes that go along with it as well. So once your students have the background knowledge, it's a really low setup lesson plan. You just need to share these slides with students, maybe through your Google Classroom or another classroom website, and then print a worksheet. You could also have the worksheet be virtual if you prefer. So for the political cartoon analysis, it will start with the learning objective for APUSH period 5, and then it has instructions for them. It also addresses the fact that many of these political cartoons do use racist and stereotypical depictions. And so that might be something that you want to address for the entire class prior to starting the lesson. It does give some considerations for students to think about while they're analyzing the cartoons, and then it gets into them. So I have 10 various political cartoons that students can analyze. I have the publication information as well as a link that goes to each one. Now, even though the unit goes to 1877, I did decide to include two additional cartoons past 1877 just because I felt like they were so good. So that is what students will see in these links, take them to more information about it. And then here's the worksheet. It's very simple. It is editable. For my students, I always allow them to have a choice. Sometimes when I do political cartoon analysis, I may have one that I definitely want them to look at. But for these, I just felt like there was such a good variety that students get to choose three cartoons to analyze. So first, they describe what's in the cartoon, and then they're going to analyze it using the HIP analysis tools that we use in APUSH, and then they explain the significance. So they do that three times out of the 10. And then they're going to answer two questions related to immigration and that learning objective. So, very simple lesson plan, but it has been highly effective in getting students to work through a lot of images in a short amount of time. It's been a high interest activity. I will link it in the description below. You can find it on my TPT store, and I hope it works very well for your students.